Atipebu akeka nsem bebre de afa OSP ho na in fact nsem na wakafa OSP ho no me dey obi any position on the institution called OSP me dey say scrap but that doesn't mean say asem a person ka bia no so betimi aka se bi dey go obi ho fin it is some bebrebe na Atipebu kikafa lawyer kiseja ben ho no me say die me say man kan kwara megwa bebre me ne nya adwe and I think say bebre ho no ma hu hia so be kika sa asem no e dey atu so without any evidence it ka me ni kiseja ben a se wo ka fa mo ka masiw no court but typical of kiseja ben ya ono so gidi so kwa chen Ghana no wasan invite no wa obi aka asafa wasan invite so wa anga na be so investigate ni pakro no now my subordinate investigation na subordinate who one local please no one will please him to obey you in your favor it medie na ka hu hiampo say o like kiseja ben e beto no sa afre Atipebu but me what dey hear me what dey bebre obi an ka ho hwe afre kiseja ben Pebu so okoya wakoye interview so okoye no munti asem yo okoye no wura mu no so no so no media attention wo wura mu wie no no say pre buy e no ne sentrofo ekoye interview ma me bi o che bayere wo ho na emutwe kakra enye se gate na nimu emutwe kakra wo so koye interview no wie na wo ba no wo wura inside hall mo na na soja ni bi hall mo na wo didi Atipebu atem Atipebu so didi na atem na na wo so ka bi and then the way aboa de kwase wo kan no so aka ni amano so say what did this soja ni atem kikiri ya say ya de kwatum so a yes won and the money bill on for surety on for edan asase and say edan a wonu ni di Atipebu eda so Atipebu so won tiase say yes won kofa asase and say edan property ye ni di mu won tiase ye ni bi de so won kofa madam say ah kwatwa de ne budget OSP che Polado mochire o che Polado mochire e de koye Polado mochire krata wo file nyina wo so woni ajapade bia edan anase asase bia ne din na wo so and so still OSP say won kofa asase anase dan a ne din ene wo so abawa trust woni bio yeah it was a ridiculous demand na Atipebu ne nam radio station to radio station esi abwa ne pa ke kanse hunu basa wo bi why won go famra we know some property somewhere that he is associated with and na bibi nesa kamedi dinatem if somebody is associated with a property doesn't mean say any doesn't mean say the property is registered in his or her name. Ya chiche mawun to me very ridiculous bail conditions now Atipebu ne nam eye see this hard but it is good the OSP is working ya chill question bail 6 hours on phone no phone afena ukomu nkase nyina piepie no phone few hours etwayonko ho etwadiem ade akire ya na Nelson Dafamekpo akọ raise the assembly e wo parliament sir before we raise the parliament no na Medina MP sosu no watcho if you touch one you touch all etibusa say if you touch one you touch all where one means what say afed ye mati sosu am nyina hu say Atipebu NDC ni because once you touch one you touch all one means what touch NDC ni bia dia ene what the was aka obia etimebo video baako olobukojo ponkroma MP of Asa Irebi and was say some ka Atipebu asemu dia ena muka god na sabedi akwasemu ena muka Polado mo akyerese muka omo a macheche mu nyina na munka other institutions omo abuse omo office placing onerous friend is saying bail conditions on people ya won't be satisfied me no ka say CCA or CSB former director general National Service Authority 630 million Ghana cedi bail bond and the sono Ade with a chip say I just say for Jubilee House ba now kofa Kempinski now kofa hotels akese you say be dey pan bit ma afire I find say Rock City e be Rock City the buy I say no one no Ade na ma tipe wo so che wo bi ni pa che wo bi ana me dey na simple na me say that person make count but I'm talking about the abuse. Anyhow you look at it no OSP wa abuse a friend say the office. Anyhow you look at it, treatment of Martin Pebu and Koyi. So that is my assessment. Say soldier near did not tell us what Kebiacha now was it into watch. Now soldier for the police for a war OSP and Nimuhono. As some yakada, I think some Friday to the rules I change him. A buy a chip all I don't watch me that's a bread the room coca. And then the say Christina Atasapon and you na yakoi na MPP Kwame MPP omuni na e wo hono hey police ni ba ko dey say what dimike ko wura security wa ko twetwa bekunyen adan omuni ye ntokwa e wo hono ba ko posoko kamene ana meka chese masa who a police officer but who is a uniform so neme bo hono ma e so nya abotana professional police ni ba ko so police atade gina me chenti ka che me say the man is a police officer but he's not dressed, he's in mufti and I'm so bodam it is what timi say no what police ni na say one say police atade dia otimi yanko asade bi opedia and we are also going to treat him not as an officer. It is soldier for the police for the OSP ni mu ho no she o madwenko o mentality nko because o boss jidis was so Ghana it no eso mo kwan wo mo set of rules bi o mo de ye adwuma enema e koso o Ghana ehu e time SSC no we are in a democracy being governed being ruled by people with tyrannical mentality, cool mentality. And I want my young so adiketo bi hey ekofo cool mentality na mokwa mutisu say e bra papa je ye ni cool 1979 and 81 na mo hene mo difi say
ekoba se office bi to best obey prosecution attorney general betima apone ni tumi nu kakra ye
e di amano
to hwa CID kra no mutumi prosecutions but of course attorney general yoko omu ye hwehwemu ni ayi nyina wi omu ni nyina attorney general nsa it's like it's a pony there nanka nya bone but you see your creative office ni wie no o ma ye di office no e ko share o mo nsa no a kire am ye hun se enya dia office no e be boaye bia sa na lawyer bafo wu aka bibi se sometimes wo de to me ko share nipa ba ku pensa especially prosecuting powers ya na ehun because we share the other prosecuting offices now the CID ni yoko ni adana even Shraj Mr. Shraj omo itimi hwehwemu de ayiba ene ayipa wo
yes
omo to me no ya na the checks and balances no e wo hopa unlike the OSP now we share even the OSP act no kura na the alaji say yanka no section you can regulation amwa section for act na section laji enche also be call law school next year e bonfire man
ye be hwe yami wo
okay the section 4 the mandate of the office now that is special prosecutor now or say except as otherwise provided in the constitution the office is not subject to the direction or control of a person or an authority in the performance of the functions of the office. The 4, 1 and 2 no t subject to clause 4 of article 88 of the constitution the office shall for the purpose of this act be authorized by the attorney general to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption related offenses so nti anka office ni yehwemu kura nyina wi a omo the court also mo prosecution omo ye no say attorney general sha ere and authorize omo to say binu kura some court ko challenge this particular aspect of the mandate no say in the past no adwuma omo ye no omo so ya no ma enti no oma court now they don't go to the attorney general for the authorization na omo mandate ni chese oso omo ko ekokoje no
but omo nye straight away no mo de
ko enti omo de ko a some of the cases o hwem pa ya kwa anya lawyers o hwe on the face of it to say case we there
be enkoyi
me so think ko attorney general be check some of these things because say CID ne other investigative bodies no they go to attorney general for advice.
Yes, omo investigation nyina wia omo so do kese ko attorney general.
Yes, for advice. So but OSP no onko so far omo nyina obi anko say ego say deyo ye de ye nim ne nti but that is why bi mo so aka say this particular section no uhwema na che say even a kotia the constitution no because we say office no will not be controlled, will not be authorized by a body be. But in another breath we say so be also call for authorization from the attorney general. What's my point now?
I say no better say checks and balances because constitution you see constitution is a change act like
that's correct.
Constitution is a act and a constitution so na a office with attorney general.
Yes,
a man mandate say alone na say bibia it bibia be go you say if it goes against the constitution it means it is inconsistent.
Oh yes, eti mate say oma wa charge no nunu bi no say they will challenge this particular mandate no e court and I support them.
Mon challenge
because I'm believing say some challenge here but on the face of it the lawyers there clear obvious say there's a problem with the act. Nti you hear how ebeko senka ade anka omo kokoji the authorization from the attorney general ka some of the cases are ya omo ya eko eba bontini bi wa anka ensi
dabi
last week ye kan ya Audu Jala he say into office of the special prosecutor so a mistake and I saw him from so say ye kan say last week obeka ya former finance minister obetwa ntroto ne so
ntroto so
say ni fie ono na stage manager ya mekan wa okay
mekan
say ono na stage manager say ye ma attack ni fie say the be benya sympathy.
Yes,
in the end the abiding ne Audu Adamfo Jakpa e ba montin be so ono na custom move fie ho
am majority leader ebe ka o microphone mi o microphone no and to stay focused it's ayi majority leader Mahama Yaga ebe ka no parliament say
yes
opachew
yes
na ade no e course no ankoyi meanwhile wo OSP na obetwa ntro
yes
as a security person obetwa ntro de to oracle fracture so no
yes
because say umuwade now we did say he is the almighty alpha and omega ntino we need the presence of mind and that humility to eat humble pie was one year
ideally or sanko pa can for that
one year
because ochantro
one year at the moment
because of intelligence actually say
it's a weak intelligence it's a very very weak
and I just say no say a false intel what do? You apologize.
Yes, but one year one day one infallible
one sem chofo so ko chobi bi na say you say unya false intel oh you rejoin that and I'm wa in that no so an office na the special prosecutor be mistake or ma bontin me patcho but one year
and I year press conference and you say bia almost to the bia say more on the spur of the moment you know and we get it we what na see a press conference at Troy
yes say Intel say Intel but anya no because we say obaye no one of the reasons bio kra me person or say a kokota o ma attempt no ya bebo an say unso obaye no abeka act no we no obeka say even EC officers kra obe prosecute am oni sifa kan
Intel kan
any omo obe prosecute am nyina
ye nyina obe prosecute awari sem na obedi e say awari sem na obedi na wayi what sanum na lumba nyu awusi abe wa ha
are
enu aso bi tin se kakra bi o say yes awusi no say awusi no so no na na kojo ne wo say yo ba
I'm say.
Yes, now we should do your bow.
So bow on him no whether any sister ne bibi o.
Opwa some kwadia. It's yes, I wish to see your bar. Yes, wo yaba. Yes, I wish to say no US they call you so I got UK. It's ene e be about 11 million number na ma hwese. Yes sir. But yes, I wish you know and so. It is so no say me dey say me otima wish you.
So e bema.
And then say we say me ntimi nko benku ma ko nifa. Me jina fifi.
Ah na say ye nyina jina fifi.
It me jina fifi.
That video now. There is obabi. Na say wa fa okunu echida.
Also Debbie.
Oba the kind.
Anyway, you be say oba no. Debbie da. And then sanka wari ani ho. And I be say no kunu. Wa fa echida. O say me dia me.
Na sa question ko busa ye.
Ne krasere. Me ye bema.
Da no ko busa sa question ye dey. Ba ku bi.
So person who say wa fa.
The question boy ye musa. Hwa ba ku bi say sa na.
Obi wo ha ono o de koso.
Ba ku bi sa kwa bi na uja bonte ne de microphone sinanim. Ti say no TV asi be ma yi sex free wiase a e de be ne ma ne gi. We de mo fa chemi o. O se mo de mu jimi no. Who yi sex na free my day. How do you agree?
Oh, na me hear this here.
Okay, agree.
Me come here this here too.
So now say papa be na when you I be say 70, 80, 82 years and I call hospital. You fear na so will be kakra, yare be kakra and be say doctor they say yare we say okay na at least he can live up to yes say and be kunu. So it can live up to
some years,
10 more years. No, I think yes. Until over 90 or over 90, and our doctor beside say, oh no, my son, or say there be. Oh, yere, or say there be. Open man, or say there be. And I beside say, now 10 more years, no,
what the bed.
Because oh no, my son, open man, who
did tell you as yesterday?
Who did tell you as yesterday? And only say, Mema be our o japade bia ye fan dia agro
japade bi
ye fan dia agro
banya land property where move about property. I see.
I don't know obi antimi e ye wa
it person wa hwe na ade so
obi antimi because say for sa property mra be surety
madam bia said the blend of autocracy and democracy is often called an anocracy.
Yes.
An anocracy is a form of government defined by political scientists as a country that has elements of both a democratic and autocratic system.
Yes.
These types of regimes are often considered to be a messy middle, as they are usually transitioning either towards a full democracy or devolving into a full autocracy. Madam Bako Eric and Aide said the word for what is happening under Mahama is called anocracy, which I think I'm tempted to side with you.
Enti nyame kan say na djuma oba e waye no bebre won ma ensoni bebre ke SML dey also SML largely omo anya djuma bia when GRA under President John Dramani Mahama GRA commissioner wa fa no enye MPP aban no aka say MPP na koma SML for adwuma nti Oma issue statement to defend SML. NDC aban Ghana Revenue Authority issue statement confirming say indeed SML ayedwuma mom. You can have issues about the way a contract no sign here gabe woman in man you can raise issues about it, but to challenge even KPMG report saying say SML and indeed ayedwuma ma aban say KPMG an internationally acclaimed body oman nyina bato okra confusion by omo ne call ya omo de ye proper auditing my now office of special prosecutor you are disagreeing with KPMG say SML nya adwuma bia nti we would court what do you, because I don't know the court will look at the facts and look at KPMG report hwe NPA case case amne Mustafa Hamid ko kan say useless case ya no ntiase wa na obeka kire ye say wo mandate a odi ye hwehwemu no indeed endu money laundering enti ukochi obi kura wo Spintex ujaye say enko Iyoko sisi adapa wo be ye press conference be kire ka kire say sisi adapa no wakopem because won say the mandate no endu money laundering nti Iyoko nkoye hwehwemu. In fact, me and Madam Fo, current Iyoko boss crab by Osan Beje docket no, so call we money laundering mu meboa. Wow, the catcher say the new Iyoko boss na share I show interest pa na then na wow to me sound so charge MPA workers of money laundering. How? So clear no case no uhya because I nearly said Yamutu because it's indeed a useless case.
The issue is that
you see court. Why case no from a court no say or refile it after going to court for about 3 times no.
Yes.
Why case no if you court to say or refile it ediaba. Ndadabena or refile it there no there yanko na ni.
Now what by press conference egu amamfo animase. I impugn negativity. No we be say tia ope wo se bra na me hwehwemu. Last week, I'm saying week here, I'm a catcher. I would do cry. Say any Adam Fubako no or attempted to defend him. Say, oh, call police were pips. Now pips no, remove police service. So there's nothing wrong with Officer of Special Prosecutor investigating himself. But the problem is that okay, pips no, who share the Police Act any mandate now? The pips they cannot investigate the IGP. The IGP no. So if there's a problem, there's a procedure police council. And a procedure refers to Aide. Because in any case, okay, say OSP subordinate ni hwehwemu nyina you know asem ka OSP indeed said the matter people guilty nti subordinate ni the OSP be court na. Can you imagine now
just like we there no
God on there yes
no Martin Pebble so there no no
or say corrupt don't find evidence nemra. Okay, it is the matter the evidence no commander
is within the mandate corruption related.
No.
Oh yes. But it's personal.
There be the evidence.
False information. Where was the corruption? And also is corruption when investigating.
But the thing is, it's not fair to say. Matipebu,
yes,
who is being accused of being corrupt. For you to investigate him.
Yes.
Whether one or accuse you, it issue should be investigated by different bodies.
I say, I bet they are going to knock shraj. What me the knock court? What to knock CID? Because I don't know the nipa na.
But there I would be kind of saying. So we should Matipebu as we can.
Yes.
And then media make kind dia. And then Matipebu dia.
Oh, they are no refi. Entertainment baku yada. Investigators number. Or say God in there no. Or say God na some no kind. Or impugn negativity to the SP.
Na negativity.
And once or impugn negativity no. It's by extension it
when you say that no e call no yan me nyan start e put me dini bibia o record e ka na me omogina ho lawyer no investigators no mo frɛ no and me point it to omo mission and me say omo mandate and me read the man no me say the mo charge e menu ano is it part of your mandate me say
me say me ho be busa wo mo me ba cho akara me di e bia ma fato sisiara me hwade na wo ye ka kise jabin asem
yeah
see ase makanta da me wo man efe
act no so
John
mandate from Attorney General.
John free
Regulation 4.
Okay.
Section 4. Ne ho asem buy.
Section 4(2).
Okay.
Sir John ho asem buy.
Yeah.
What they asem the court.
Yes.
So be kaya. What the court no. Judge no ebugu no so. High Court judge. Obugu OSP so say one fa ekwan so.
Yeah.
Na owie ye no instead say wo OSP wo betaka say wo be appeal wo betaka sa
of course
na wa issue statement ma me read statement kakra me wo na me read we a na Moses say kise jabe no na dwe ne so change judges hwe o say on 30th May 2022 the special prosecutor when wo de mo directed the freezing of the estate of Kojo Uswefriye, so not Metoto. Was it on 9 June 2022?
Yeah.
The special prosecutor applied to the High Court for a confirmation of the freezing order. On 12 July 2022, the High Court, presided over by her Ladyship Justice Efia Sewa Saribochi, inexplicably dismissed the application. Inexplicably dismissed the application. But the judge, with respect, totally misapprehended the application for confirmation of the freezing order and misdirected herself by characterizing the application as that of a confiscation.
Ruling on the ruling of the judge.
Yes, this is somebody who is a lawyer, not a judge, okay? And should the description of the ruling, yeah, will be the ama.
He's giving ruling on the ruling of the judge.
What I say was saying. And misdirected herself by characterizing the application as that of a confiscation order, which regimes are governed by different considerations. The regime for the application for confiscation now on this reckoning, the special prosecutor has directed the filing of an appeal against the ruling of her Ladyship Justice Efia. The net effect of the ruling of the High Court is that a person may in his lifetime gleefully acquire property through corruption, and then upon his demise happily pass on the corruptly acquired property to his beneficiaries for their benefit, and by so doing extinguish all scrutiny as to the propriety or otherwise of the acquisition of the property, because his corrupt activities were not discovered during his lifetime. As someone before him, I was investigating.
Inexplicably, no. In a way, cannot be explained or accounted for.
He's telling the judge, say, judge the ruling, no. Me judge, no, me ruling. Judge the catcher and say, a quanya, he said that be fast to buy no. What there's another router or bet fast to the other. The judge taught him, of course, this is the best way. And I'm so mad, but you tell you so.
Oh, but you see, it's the last Vinameka, and I would didn't agree with me, say. Now, I think there's something wrong.
What is wrong when they say arrogance?
Bibi,
arrogance or power? Oh, please.
No.
I find you who true colors.
I know everyone, man. It doesn't make sense.
And I'm Mr. Fenya who kiss true colors.
Law lecturer. I will mandate.
I would go.
Mami. Remember, I know more me a ambush into menchia, Maminchia, as your phone native.
Yeah,
like I say, topic way. A young man, person may come once and by Nadia American crab.
Yeah, the Yamias, but in moderation.
Yes, and Nadia, I'll be tempted.
To boy, before the banner, I say, Yamame back, we have a bonny deal. Was say the NPP, okay, I think I often hear you and some of your colleagues referring to primaries, but why plural? I think the correct word is primary because it's one election.
But if you look at my story, true story, I'll make us say primary that
because the election back
primary. The first one it could be primaries because I want to know electoral special electoral college. Then from that one you move to. So if you are talking of the two, that's plural. Because primaries. It's just like people saying that general elections. It is wrong in
general election.
General election because general means that general election. When you talk of general elections, it means 2024 election, 2025 election. Okay, main family say yes na election. You say 1992,
96, 2000, 2004.
Okay. General elections.
Okay.
But when it was one election,
2028 the general election.
2025 general election. 2028
general election.
You cannot say 2028 general elections.
Okay.
Me call LA primary.
Why
those days, you know.
Let's why
I recommend those books are no more there. Ogunde
and Trujilbo.
Yes.
So can I know what
correct. From 1 to
5, as I say.
1 to 5. Yes. those books, if you read them well, especially
practical English,
yes,
practical English book 5, 1 book 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if you get it, your Concord, you cannot be wrong.
Okay, Concord go for quality was none about this a mammy enjoy a boy. Okay, me imagine what you call home. I to what if for market correct?
Concord is very important in English.
Yadwa yedi same one market. Okay.
Now, Peter, the reason behind President Akufo-Addo promises to obey set office way. They say every attorney general, we appointee of a president, you are a minister. Prosecute your colleague ministers, sometimes any power. It's a bit difficult. They say set up office of the special prosecutor to prosecute corrupt related offenses, corruption and corruption related offenses, and a law way by it. Initially, my this thing was that because Attorney General, you read the Article 88, Attorney General has the powers has the prosecutorial powers. Let's say Article 88, there shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to government. Now, for Article 88, Clause 4. All offenses prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or other person authorized by him in accordance with any law.
Okay.
So, in fact, initially, me a lawyer, I was thinking, say, Attorney General, the office where I said it would be unconstitutional. But if you look at Act, Peter just gave Peter. Yes. For what you Hana Jai no. If you look at Special Procedure Act 959, at 959, over section 4 now. I say, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution. 4 no. Yes, the office is not subject to no anyway 4.2. Correct. Subject to clause 4 of the Constitution, 1992 Constitution, Article 88 of the Constitution. The office shall, for the purposes of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offenses. This means that any prosecution now at a OSP best starting, AG must give authorization so that it will be in line with Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution, because all network powers to prosecute. So he is giving you the power to prosecute on his behalf, like CID and others. So there is no problem.
It's even
problematic because one the powers so AG na man no power. The powers na ya tia man no say uko prosecution na say who AG. No more authorized. It's just a matter of notifying AG say me case in an old AG akase go ahead. That's all. So there's no this in fact me lawyer but all the act we cause it violates constitutional ube based on this provision section 4.
But the implementation,
yes, but they know a different matter. It depends on the individual.
Yes,
that is why office I don't think so we should scrap the office. We should scrap the individual if the individual is not doing well.
That be also there. I just say stated misbehavior.
That is it.
But I don't know what.
And what? And no petitions.
But saying incompetence is okay.
Incompetence in the money now.
Just that you see me the incompetence in the home. Very, very relative.
Yes, relative. Yeah, the IOB. What is relativity in this matter?
But I am because I just unim. In fact, in my case, and I say Kiseja being it made this mess because it is so incompetent on his behalf. On him say on his side say or because why arresting me say. Maka asem say make a best akopa ka bi
na fa source anywhere you
say one tip that me fa me source ya menka so bi awie sika menka sa ban sika ira menka se waje bribe menka bi bia fa sika ho now what cause what me say can you incompetent
so we impugn negativity
what do you mean by impugn negativity
by extension
what
shall we say
the man will be scrapped and check
the distinction should be scrapped.
No. institution there. Look, it is an individual no. If the person collaborates with the AG say or corner say ebia or prosecute a minister of state. Now say AG feel say and down from 2 penny man prosecute. Don't give the good eye. It's just for the AG.
Minister.
Yes, it's just for the AG to. It's just for the OSP to make announcement. Say me person me prosecuting nipa way. And Attorney General so mama prosecute too. What you say? Me person me prosecuting nipa way and Attorney General say me mama prosecute. The whole world yes. Attorney General prevent prosecutor special prosecutor for prosecuting. So me yama office no ho nipa no say nipa no nya de e bia wa involved in corruption and incompetence and niama na yama ya di sa office holders no eno de ye scrap no nipa no na ja office no because
ye na ye ka say ye na ye ka say na adwempa e wona na Akufo-Addo team etin what ye no it can never be in dispute.
Yes.
Sadie no it can never be in dispute. However,
the reason why I set the office is still holds.
However, yes.
Implementation no. Ama ye hu say.
Makoto tuo de abatu fie say akronfo ntini bibi nti na makoto tuo de abatu fie. Me ko ba ya me ba fatuyi wato. Ediewu. Ebiem le sistema makoto tufufro me da kwase be wufro na bibia sense fie na ebusafo asa atwutuo na akode me di tuo batu fie wo bi. Eye. Yes, scrap them.
You cannot scrap it.
It has
been so ne president violate the constitution. There are measures for removal of president when he violates the constitution. Now impeachment process is named Aide president. Are you telling me say if in a way president violate the constitution any baby na say na say nema akoswa yes scrap the office of the president?
Okay, fine. There's no alternative to the office of the president. There's no alternative. But right, are you saying say yes, Kapu OSP?
You don't.
That doesn't mean say we can't fight corruption again.
Purpose now one that purpose now they set OSP office of the special prosecutor. Reason now that's what.
Yes.
Messi say nipa no occupy office no is not going up to.
Na mienu naba. And yes can Sheba. So far OSP na success story unba success story. I have arrested. The success story I don't know. Second one so say he has added me to his medals. But also they say was it payroll fraud be at teacher phobia scabi jeez
Namobo SML we are Peter Wukan. The OSP I can say never did any investigation.
That one
form estate no more investigation.
Yes.
When you say na so only Manase.
Yes.
In fact, o try say and the Akufo-Addo no kopes watch first kenura kenufurata.
Because we are
before I say because of SML case no and the Akufo-Addo. Na bo Manase abaso once again.
Yes.
We said that when that time akwohwe book biemu ewo OSP office. Any time one or making attempt to investigate SML and then arrest you. Me na yafia. Me pula me yedinkum. Me na yafia. What control? Adena. You see?
No.
O creating person say under the Akufo-Addo. Nana Akufo-Addo edene buy so be good ni mase. Nana Akufo-Addo appointed so person be yejuma. What's the case by interview bi?
Mo be sir papa way if you concentrate on this man make asema ebia.
Ye de nyame
I want to go to Mama the
okay, ko. Ye mi waka ma wi ase na minister so aba o. Pacho we dey fire ni brad dey test you know. And dey of form a machine no. And dey of form. Topic class no dealing with.
And topic na.
I don't know what Jamie when it comes to OSP, my hard job was that they should not provoke me.
Okay.
Because my partner or your media you. Media freak or no
media freak.
Martin Kpebu. CCC. Because of Martin Kpebu, NDC for Omunye na rise up say yes carry office no.
Yeah.
And yes sir.
All of a sudden.
Unim the entire basa. Say ye cheap Poladom Lomotri. You say Obikas assemble parliament. with all the things are also offer in a land the property his name ni amanyana buy. Martin Kpebu we are supported OSP.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong about it.
Yes.
For our demonstrators who are need landed property his name organ or transfer. Or no one name say will be. To say one register Martin Kpebu property in Poladomotri properties or lands any other places. But you see, NDC people are doing this because Martin Kpebu your money pa. Juma Oyama Omo de winning power no, and he's when he was part of the oral committee.
Yes.
So Omo protect Omo own. And what they are fearing, they said the reason why to me, and this for you they didn't say, once this OSP has started targeting Martin Kpebu, it means that this very soon very soon. No money say MPP for Nkwana or better at so they were quiet. When
they came for me, when they came.
So when they came for MPP Nyanepa. When they have come for NDC Nepano, say they are rising up. They are sensing danger. Say ya Papa we are all chichi nipa by heart. Everybody so anymore. He did it to Kenoforiata. It had to take that one day. I'll give it to Mahama Yarega. He apologized.
Yes.
He did it to many people, including you. Nobody spoke about it. Now he has come to their house.
Yes.
Taking one of their jewels. So Olmunim said, if they don't stop OSP, he will go after them.
Yes.
Going after them, now let's grab the office. Instead of talking about the individual now or taking action. No. To me, may say scrapping the office is not the solution.
Okay.
It is the individual that we should look at.
Okay.
So our committee of men say, stated misbehavior and they have incompetence in Libya. If fortunately for us, petitions be a president who are referred to
Chief Justice, yes.
And their topics are, is it one of them?
Come on.
Easy.
OSP easy.
So me. The reason purpose for which that office was established and that it still holds. It's just that if you look at the section 1, can say OSP person prosecute to a year, he has to take instruction from the Attorney General. There should be that collaboration. It shows that Papa Way he's not even collaborating with the Attorney General for the open. And so let's leave the office and find a credible person worthy of that office. Because there's a reason. Attorney General Monka said, "Oh no, na be prosecute." The first one about office, first for and your own people no or and such a person you want to continue to. May say, let's leave the office of special prosecutor and get a competent person
to man it,
and then prosecute officials, public officials who are engaged in corruption related offenses. Now, if I need the scrapping of that office, I think I disagree.
In fact, me who topics now I've been reflecting on a lot of things. Now me pa kwenya bet na have for us to discuss the Kpandai
issue no. Okay.
But me who topics and I'm saying a very important. You better discuss some of these issues.
About Kpandai issue, no, you can deal with it
from different angles.
Yes.
Near the kind. Obia or prosecutorial powers biano. Near the more do your Attorney General's department because no na Constitution no and Article 88 Yamano powers are with me prosecuting for and on behalf of the states.
Yes.
NDC establishing an act of parliament. Na ye de shemu say won so betima prosecute a age to me ni bi ene apone ho kakra e de amount at no point in time na woni age mo powers no mpo ye den ana say e bebro mo de so ebi ohokra some of the acts ni bi o ha yetimi de shemu say in fact even we investigation ni we na gather information a make sure say what they are to age anim ama no so ama go ahead say prosecutor and sana mato aso
so be kure wom
na
act OSP dey wom
na godon areho seme e wom ne say in recent years no ma make your observation be law ejuma court ejuma prosecution ejuma ade e famra ho bia enye popularity contest.
Yes.
wontimi nya lawyer nya celebrity wontimi se wo be practice ya okasa me be me practicing lawyer aya ushia judge for baby
dabi
we pia ko shia judge bi wo pub ananse baby a wo chile ananse wako join association bi ni etwa ntoma wahu bi da
dabi se wo fa ye judge kra na se eyie ba fia
thank you
se kra ho ba asem ko na BC da wo judge for supreme court judge for be me se makotro ba ko didi na
me bi nti ena law profession and as a legal profession no etisa
na se ho e choba
either say we prosecute, especially in criminal procedure. Either say we prosecutor, and answer we defense counsel,
yes,
and answer we judge. Obi nkwan edanse niemu, obi shebre edanse niemu. Even with procedural error, bibia, indiscretion. Ni na timi gyina so, ema obi bra nyame bo ni ba wiase, ehhehye niema man eba ne shebre mu atrankate. The challenge we have today, from the age to the OSP and other people are yaponi to many be amono omu refi omu core objectives and omadani omu celebrities and the PROs they hold more microphones than they do investigations because maintain home penning semoda in recent years any yenya omu power to prosecute on charge obi no asate your press conferences one charge obi o omo ne kwadu on fra obi mpo se o yesusu se wadi bone da bi en kan bibi san kire no nipa ne nam ho ni mpo se wadi bone hwe ne omo de provincial wo de na to stop list so a omo na man onim so da stop list so ena ye mo wo kwadu nsusu ye charge wa bibi ansi no kwan se opie
yes
mon kan cha ne se wo ya under investigation ye enti se me ti hey me information hono mo men sign check me nyehwe enti wuntimi nkwa airport na me ntu kwan ana anasa wo de obi to tankru wa mu a me so na me kwa wo se wo opesa wo kwaji wani wo baabi wo boa wo nko na udru ya my immigration for stop you say ye do to stop list
province 15 days ebesi na omo charge no
wo
yoko kipu ni 15 days yes still omo charge no 15 days
na wuwie nso so a even inquiry bill na eso amode ma no ya bobo kakra ka huhu bia wo na kansoa wabusua nyina ye fra busua kase ni nyina sa ye pese ye boabo adwatere ni agapade ano a ye ntimi nyiwu na chese obi atena baabi abo kahire e de boaso a wo sa wo ye dan a obedam bi esese ye ma wo experience ni bi na se trajectory we say ena sa emra na constitution ni statutes e de ama e Ghana no ye de be fa so a prosecute a me can make sure say bedru baby most of these offices will lose their value yes and it has started already. You remember the comments that was made by the UK High Commission as published?
Yes.
If that is the case, if what I saw in the publications were true about the way how they treated the former Chief Justice,
yes, the
way Omoye state capture in a way to consolidate power,
yes,
and the intimidation that is happening in this country. I met him said, "O kasakra na se wakase ethiopia and one the next minute ye cho krampa yankra ye mo abusuafo
Debi.
This is a very dangerous precedent or more serve ha. And sometimes they go ahead to lie to the public.
Yes.
Say ye omubi enti no mo so ye bi. And that is not true. No kra baako ni. The very first time omo started ade we ye 209 after President Akufo-Addo leave office. My first encounter with appointees I do a more call to koba na ya sabi ne ne yiri.
Almost they also arrested at the airport.
Almost about the bro BNI for.
Na me university, obeso camera bia na ye twe omosre ne abasa na ye twe omosre ne abasa ye kra nkwala ye nimu ne omaye. At the end of the day, not a single person Enna NDC Abane at the time was able to successfully prosecute. It never happened. Ye no more double salary MPs bro 15 and ameboa. Na omo issues bebre kwa people were excited, not over exuberance, no, after we had won an election with almost 1 million difference. Eka ebinumwa, enka by now, nko majority, nka front bench, ni na nka, omo kwa nsawam school, nko omo graduate. But the president didn't want that. He didn't want that. How will you wipe an entire leadership of a political party in the name of double salary? So sometimes in the public interest, away your love for the country and your disdain for some of the activities of Mayana, one must take precedence over the other.
But going forward, the disdain must take precedence.
At all times, the public interest, national cohesion, and Kabom, Niado, stability of Ghana, and a President Akufo-Addo managed to keep precedence over some of these things. But the situation is not the same today. And the way they are going about things, even the bail conditions are almost certainly bibia and comforting change. Because now more be also to be bail at your friend is saying 800 million Ghana cedis.
Honorable, bail at Madame for this and message say they are more effort say they are more bail equi. She say, why should you bail on the Tony Pakra ultimate?
And bail is not supposed to serve as punishment, but it is happening now. Me no. Oh, ordinarily, Okasi Ahmed discussing removal from office near a year. What I would have done is to do research, look for the sessions, look for precedents and all that, and come and educate the public.
Yes.
But God only me down tell whom you are. I've lost hope in Ghana.
Goodness.
Mabamwabu.
My goodness.
Nyamen restore me in that direction. Only me entia. It is so glaring that what is happening is politically motivated.
Yes.
To the extent that no law, no logic will redeem us from what is happening now.
What you have just said, I think you should bring
me kasakra na mera.
Yeah.
No law. Me betina say because the national chairman of the NDC from last year, atina fidie so me TV or Peace FM. There was a Matibi several radio stations. The voice were all over. Ye baba be Chief Justice. Ye yini we are be EC chair ni 2 deputies. Ye yini we are be way. Ye the listener to her. Ampa omu yiba. Me say as a sini. We need to pack the court. Balance the court. Ye converting the pami no Supreme Court. Almost say there be Supreme Court need threshold though. And so still also there be and penny court na yema. And so omo buy your munya space ni pass 7 ko share ho.
Abanu obi anko retirement.
At go obi anko retirement. Enye replacement, enye nothing. And so omo there all of a sudden the conversation is like, oh you need threshold, you need ceiling. Is there a ceiling? Empty or koto de ne boje. President Akufo-Addo de yenka ceiling, yenka pemano. Ono dear yes what na aircraft mu a enya ye they compare other countries or more aircraft 30 years enkoku no na otu adubone e bi ka wano. We should be careful of the kind of things we say on people. Na se kama na edane no ho aba ebu nkompo na ye nim obi ne ekọ ne fie.
Minister who say me who say what kasa with this you say that and you see for it to come from somebody like you that several people almost they lived under the military junta Rollins, but but and that they say there's no savior anyway.
No.
Have you heard of
your
mommy Elizabeth
under
military?
Why they are doing what they are doing now.
Somehow their opponents are beginning to feel like they're weak. Okay. And you see the kind of violence they use against them. You see members of parliament being beaten. You see political operatives wearing national security uniforms, brutal. Somehow their opponents are beginning to feel like they're weak. Okay. And you see the kind of violence they use against them. You see members of parliament being beaten. You see political operatives wearing national security uniforms, brutalizing people, holding guns around. Look, all of this, for me, where I sit, the next time NDC gets power, if they do not establish a clear line of deterrence, I'm not saying that they should do the same, but you have to be able to tell your opponent, you've destroyed my businesses, you've beaten my members of parliament, you've killed my supporters, you are going to pay for this. And I do this because the next time you get power, don't touch them again. If you do not establish that clear line of deterrence, you are gone. A time will come where you will not find anyone to go out there and bravely fight for your cause. I see these things over a period of
time. Where Ramon Acha, a brand people opposition, as more kindly say,
just a few days to 2024 election.
After
I was so. Where's
Ramon Acha, NDC opposition, as more kindly say, or more NDC bar Bemua, and was some year MPP Ayaka dear, and the Mekose ye. Emma fed you say NDC for bar ni Johnny.
Yeah, that's right.
Sad worker. As so it me when I ya buye di and yamel up to instill fear in us say ye be some kwachi nakopon. In any mentioned by Providence and the NDC buy you know. Ya you could say face you could director general whatever. And you nim dear cost you could to the extent to say what to me at the bail condition 60 million at 2 be so. Niba call the court. Emma court of competent jurisdiction. I say we're very adding from 60 million to 30 million, two sureties without justification. Remonacha living by the kind of position say mempene. I was a man papa the demwa mo so me. It mempene me sa kwa appeal. I keep put back on 15 days. Minister. That's why I work at the work no.
Onim ne enen so ama mera ho pa. Ene yesie ye nua be ma NSC akọ.
Yes. Ya.
Na ama ene na me reflections ni me bibia na areho ahye me.
Yes.
And it is based on this fact. Bra, ene NDC were 2/3 seats in parliament. Okay, budget ni debate no. De bia na hwa ehwe.
Ai obi ani ho.
Omo kotena ho nkoka bibi papa bia omo nkompo no ma ko discuss. Omo maka so omo de akogu ho no ma omo nim the value no. Echen 1:10.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Debate no. Won na poso.
Mami bi na wo
Ntebe.
I can congratulate you no.
Bye.
Me no. So nim say ofiri me wie krom nchen. O MP opposition.
Ntebe for Ntebe. Oh, Kwasi de kan say playing cards. I was playing cards no. Ebo no ma ye player no. Te defend Ntebe no 1-1 2-2 no. Ebi never hold.
Na go don.
Ntebe squad.
Numbers ebrebe egu parliament. What dey ye dey. City more tata nkrofo. Edi nkrofo ani chinchimo nkrofo nsa ama ebi di ahometi wu mo pre akogu ho wa bra parliament ho kra no mo nsi ho mo nko participate nya bibi titiru bia enso so no omo chinchim NSC akumi nsa ema brantie yi ahwere no nko amanne babuno moja mono such a brilliant intelligent gentleman who was going to be a lawyer to serve his community achim wenchi ene Ghana nyina ya hwere no woko anso hwa sese omo de aduru matu nindam so e wo Kpandai na se godon unimade e koso a first of all mamenka bibi nchiro
okay Kpandai
in NSC akumi case no so when you the benefit to read the decision of the court I'll measure that printed copies it will help in this Kpandai case.
Yes
it will really help in this case here. In NSC case no. First of all, time omo file ye a petition no omo file a petition no. NSC lawyers. I can say yet in from momu say isi e gazette on 6th January. Or gazette say ya to abani wi a returning officer omo announce omo we are easy no so omo go ahead echo gazette and then it will reflect in the records of Ghana Publishing Company Limited.
Yeah.
No omo so I omo compilation and then they will issue the gazette as a complete document. Now yet say on the 6th of January ye gazette your friend is saying the results of Akotia election no. NDC for no ko argue said there be nya no kre ye gazette no on 24th December but omuntie ni you ye gazette is omo ye gazette no on 24th December omo ye no on 24th December dia ene ye nkonko hwehwemu how ne ne de ye no kre sani ye free abam omo call Ghana Publishing omo the search report call Ghana Publishing omo say they don't have any record of any gazette on 6 January and that indeed the gazette was done on 24th December. In fact tieni yo ti asema make be easy lawyers omo so de be piso say indeed omo gazette on 24th December.
Easy lawyers. Easy lawyers.
Be tie baby ameka asem no.
Okay.
Enti ebe wi ase no. Easy lawyers. Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Omo nyina say the gazette was 24th December.
Okay.
Enunti Supreme Court ni jina aso. Ebua say gazette no was done on 24th December.
Okay.
Uti eniye. 24th December the gazette notification na e containing Akwatia results no and one the containing Kpandai results. Yes. So it is not in doubt set Kpandai so was gazetted on 24th December. Now they say ufri honoma ukwa representation of people's law. Yes. PNDC law no section 18 section 16 in banyina about when ubetimi de petition Akko High Court on the parliamentary election.
Yes.
Now betimi the petition akko ewo niema mienu so. Ni edi kan say election say na bribery, who say exchange of money, any influence because so na o observe ye na within 21 days you can file petition. You don't need say wo twa maya ye gazette na bibi no. Dana incident ni see ye na kan within 21 days you betima file a petition. But if it is bordered on other alleged irregularities, but any related to bribery and sikasema, you have within 21 days after the date of the gazette to send your election petition to the High Court. Gordon, uni muda NDC for no file Kpandai.
Dabeng.
It was 31 days after 24th December.
Okay.
Enti ekokota first of all say oye otemuafo na sa ote akonyam na case bia ye de ba imagine imposter client no mo ni lawyers so obi ba na so onya represented a wa wo ye judge na there you are not about to waste 1 year 2 years of your time making a determination in a case you don't even have jurisdiction. You need to first of all clothe yourself with jurisdiction and establish say indeed do I have jurisdiction over this case?
Those are primary questions.
Yes, and sana okra watu aso amama toto ne emo toto. But in this case, the judge proceeded to hear the case. Now we file a petition out of time. Naturally, say no wanya wa adwen say the petition you call.
Yes. Because emra ahhehye say SSA ye niema in a particular way no. If you go beyond that way, utimi koye ne bibi fofora enye yie. Now ni mare hu se mewo mu. Even after in the NSC Akumi case, Supreme Court no akwatia no Supreme Court unim say okwashe bench warrant na High Court no kase fanche no
any other decisions that the court took. Now the only thing omunya favorably was on the gazette. NDC for no ne other
24th day no
Republic versus High Court expert Republic versus High Court Akufo-Addo expert NSC Akumi. Now for the matter, for the reason our court no Supreme Court in state say the gazette no on 24 December no ehwa na NDC for start inviting NSC Akumi nyamemfa ne kransie to the CID. This is the crux of the submission I mean make anapai. Kopim so obewu omo twen ne srene abasa de bia quietly se onko kire omo nko pepe baby kura ote se omo ye gazette no on 6 January. Na chese omo ye omadwene say abana adehye omo akwati atoma abrantie no ese won kwotena parliament eni omanim no enkwam owo ombeje free nsem etete na moda sore ya enema ye U10 mako file out of time. Okay. Akogina Kpandai Aide ko pesi itaje ena sabio judge nso temu afọ aka ye de ye ni bibia aka na emom appeal no bekoso ikwada na pa
me question back on any say winning number of days 21 days enti MPP so as defense lawyers yes you call you know yeah who say you guys are charging 24th December and your counter man I think we should have raised it there and then. What happened to us? Did you go to sleep?
Okay. Some of the cases, obi who practicing law na as in nyansa na ya do so as in nyamede. NPP was not party to that suit in the Kpandai election petition. NPP was not party to the suit. They sued only Martin Nindam. Any electoral commission.
Yes.
So maybe with the benefit of hindsight, the party should have joined as an interested party.
Not even as I won't join the Krempa. Lawyers for Nindam. Almost Oman. See, anybody could make us of course. Yes.
Because so engage it. It's only okay if you were all involved.
Yes. And I make a one seminal. Tell me, previous, I may OSP chimino. Maple watch him one lawyer bia. But by the time Peter Mo ebeje me no. Me see from no. Na lawyer for bebre abase omo ba be charge me. Omo nya young people for be true video omo nye politically but they came there. Oh, enti munim NDC mentality. Edi madinim dam eko court. Now we be at wodi. That's where the danger is because honestly speaking, judge no dey say quiet. But also as defense lawyers, no, say you need them as an individual and as a party. I think we want to sleep over this.
No, case there. We woman say so no can say jurisdiction judge no. Ebia facts no first instance no. O man for facts no and say this thing was filed on 24th, and therefore no more file or more there. 30 days after. The law also say 21 days after Gazette. Now they filed out of time. Now, even if they were not able to do that, now it has come out. That's why there's appeal.
You
got on.
Avoid that.
You know, they say no, there are two proceedings in ECOSO. First of all, apart from the stay in notice of appeal, that is what will be heard on Wednesday.
Okay.
But the new lawyers have also invoke the supervisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Omo call for review.
Okay.
Omo call for with certiorari for a question order.
Yes.
Praying for a question order from the Supreme Court to quash the decision of the High Court for want of jurisdiction and error on the face of the record.
Okay.
But may summarize, in conclusion, in 30 seconds, what I think say our party was destabilized in January.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucy, and that's why I'm not even blaming the MP or the lawyer. Wow, imagine Aide Lucy, all of the chaos, the thuggery that followed the outcome of the election. Emma, a lot of people were destabilized. And on him around that time, many cases were brought to whom Akwetia. Tema Ibi Bright more frozen Tema Sen Patrick Boa
yes.
Your friend is saying Ablekumanov.
Yes.
You may say a lot was happening. And Edru Sano, why had the way I free a brain? Now quiet to say MPs na pieces no. You are on your own. each man for himself obia na etutu ni mrika ohun and I think says na yewo any coordinated efforts na bibia enema no bibia toto so a any oya die ohun you say logic and emotions they don't live at the same place. Emotion me say ube who PhD holder no nya broken heart.
Emotion
na book ni na bra na book ni na ya out of who professor be a 18-year-old girl be ajana so
say NDC for no more Korean petitioner spoke about 41 police stations.
That's correct.
And yet then my judge and also passing a scope in the Korean say there instead of declaring on the 41 now Nipano say or the petition or no say or issues with 41
out of 152 polling stations.
One also a problem with 41.
And out of the 152, no 150, all the agents endorsed at the polling station.
And yet, lawyer way, a judge way say, media penny, won't now do as by now so one can ye. Med decided say quiet election war polling stations in the whole constituency and also so a day.
Animal farm kingdom. Oh my Kumanti. Aqua baby. Yati won Canada, that's one. Ye can't OSPSM. Said the same people put your man to me say, yes, crap, what you know. If you say, Ulma to pony your nenke, Nancy Nippam, you know, my bidia nenimono. I'm queen, yes, crap. If you see my petitions bear 7 against OSP, no so, yes, so only see being a dear.
OSP, the 3. Easy chair, and then Match the
Mamma Fanning.
But so far, 10 petitions.
Was that the Casa were him for the petition away? Was that the Casa? Maybe he has no credibility, honestly. Martin Pegu, he has no credibility.
Oh, was when you're 15. Now, it's a Nessie, be back.
Now, one away. When a 51 little way, if I may just what to say, Shrad also no. There's a petition against the Shrad boss. I also, that's what I've been told. Or Bianco.
Okay.
And
they say Hajia Bar. Last week, lawyer by no so solid.
Hey,
you
Nanaji, I can't solid.
And necessary Hajia Bar, another solid lawyer.
And I want to be a solid. But when we say in the natural scheme of things and can ding, and you be next year, can be used to bear 1 hour. I can lumba them because then I want to be see lumba. And you,
you're careful.
Are they some 13?
No application because they were more flyer match.
Me bacho me abusa penny dia.
oh can lumba some have to.
Oh, what's making a miss at me say and can the natural scheme of
no. You know them how.
I may say careful. May say
okay.
May say the natural scheme of things and can they never a cock so and can then no can bear 1 hour and I can lumba them. Sana me kai.
Oh yes, sir, he's right. Sir, in the natural, then yes, sir,
yeah.
The nature,
I 1 minute, Yana.
Listen, be careful when it comes to one or car say 10 person be ABP.
Hey, I thought I was it. Me say.
All kind
oh, make me repeat it. You know, some of the news me say in the natural scheme of things, can be a command, can they? I can bet to spend the bear 1 hour. I can lumbas, but said the music with Yintiminka. Sana make him one better my own car here. Make cash and I did. Who could be come as a boy, who could the first boy to say, I will see, I never have it. Only, oh, I won't have a compliment to doing it.
Hey, doing the Papa Numpao.
Sao,
and the reason I know person says, some Papa no.
Okay.
Tenen kwatu sanyu nisisu no dia sa. O hene no di no hunyu na ya manu. Tenen. Eti me da se lumba me pamche mo amutie no. Godon an ka se ye ne 13th no china march for na me ka se Godon kan se 13th.
Ayo.
Ko march for no fire wo posters no mo billboards na.
Yes sir.
Nti ye gina finfini
me da se pa
na first thing this week near war eating.
Yes.
What about me about it? I is one. Na me kan wa ekwa ya so ano yesu hum ene e be ye nsamom energy no
anooding.
Yes
Anooding.
Yes, anooding. Na minia proto
a protozwa
na ne stamina ayira
ayira
I said it here. Say in the stamina no no correct. I don't know.
Me da MP to me he stamina.
It's true.
So we are so stamina with the MP to me ira.
I know. Say ono ne kasa. We say stamina na.
You say that na samwase. Say protozwa say we dey bibia no tire no, you feel offended. That na samwase. So she protozwa. Na say o say this card ya stamina ne beba. Na say enye sika samu kwa dia and the expressway at the hey protozwa
me can play there too much
I was room yeah
na me you to about me na emunu no bi chia me say kremufu makaranta for no the way their brain works no te em dey say haja wa ha o be kire say mboa to about me onim say no be kan wa ha no Sofia ko the next place line say bi obede be kan no be ye film enutre
I also observe wo and I say wakasa say 20 minutes be obeko bia 19 20 21 sa
is makaranta training no na yo mo sa I don't know how
say they rote learning
I say never be sometimes no yo nyankopon de ade be chewo intellect bi ana otimi ekasa nyansa ni adwen nyankopon de che obi wo ha from naturally e de amano atimba obi e de na sa na tie eno de oni de natural
tinire on capable de che on yes say bia onim so of line we so kwa of we so kwa three places nya pe wow na emu no be ma mo adwuma bi papa bi say or work at 7,000.
Okay.
Peter, my topic no.
I think the journalists, you are doing a disservice to us. Waka say we work at 7 and no na bi mu gina so say because of sa nipa 7,000 no oni madwuma ye. Ni radio station as a radio manager. Near check ratings on my own numbers are 9 count. Ni TV station. You know where I came from? The data.
Yes.
They check it why a radio station way show way why they doing better than us. It me when it comes to that area, I have it true and poor. So yes. About me, I was one of the true and poor. Some media houses look at you say no na e make you know say media may work at 7,000. How what the media houses in the crowd no the scheme of I didn't know it's a media platform and count. Ebia MPP na yes. Na man gravitas it na MPP funity call MPP people. I mean if you want to read like this station if you ask me if it's doing well I can tell you yes. You know why?
Of course
because MPP phone have no message and even if you don't have listeners the MPP people come they will give you the number. Where are the 7,000 workers?
Any BBI entro mekano ha enye no kwe
and between 9 January I'm telling you, if so 27,000 about me vote, and the people who follow me, but they have called
there are no 7,000 workers anywhere. 7,000
workers. 7,000 workers, you know. I to be mutimo. So no name Juma ye on my career create Juma for 7,000 people. And between 9 and 31st January, we some of us are going to find out where the 7,000 workers are.
I ask this question here. What baby, I'm a sister. Me say no I said it in this studio.
My main play devil's advocate.
Okay, so fi
yes.
And you nkwa ya the wait at so nkwa be 100.
Like so should be tie mu odu. It's no. But obi begusa say okay. Me can say assume that admit because it is a fact. 7,000 dey no kre.
Okay. Nti ja atun nyampa.
Oh, me the salary minimum enya no kre.
Okay.
Na 7,000 enya no kre.
Na say 4,800.
Na momo no obi begusa say okay, say be what ma fe nipa 100 and na nipa 200. You know so
So I find nipa 100. You see, in capitalism, especially in governance, say obi krafa workers 5. Government places a lot of value,
of course,
on obi our nipa 5 because
yes,
what load on government for employment.
Yes.
So offer nipa 5, we place a lot of value on you. Of 900.
Yes.
But manokre and na baby eda. Men me cancer on nipa 7,000. You see the whole Ghana. Me I see my one my mama amazing phone and oh no, you be a juma fan nipa 7,000. Oh no, nim send you be a juma.
Yeah, it's all over.
And he's using it to woo people, and people are thinking that I'm power nipa 7,000. Na nyampa. That's why theater fan nipa 1,800. Why you event to hold down? You see how you struggle to fill that hole.
And easy.
Yeah. Why bad with a blah ever rubbish anyone was someone in rubbish anymore because you can't
we want to feel the place.
One hour was a nipper 1,800 no, and just small number. Now I acquired to snipper 7,000. I came from multimedia in Share FM, Joy FM, Adom Asempa, Hit FM, Major Online, Adom TV. Joy News. Okay, you know,
Joy Prime.
Love FM. Joy Prime. Okay, you know, Boma, you know,
same on Nick Coasters.
You see, and I think that the Baumia campaign team,
they have slept over there for so long.
And what can't talk about
it? And you central for Juma. A political talk.
Yes.
It's a politicians deal with it. Let's give me fast how to make a head.
Matima, and we are starting with hand.
Some of the people in Baumia's campus say, I get well, Mamma, not pay a persistence is Nepal so I created 7,000 jobs. One person say companies are in our war, and each company, how many people are employed in that? Where she has my head.
Okay.
Somebody say I've created 7,000 jobs. I have let him prove say I have 14 companies. Company where me what 2,000, me 1,000, where me what one chair. Where she are there heading? Mama na kasa sa uko last me call me car number plate or boshe. Obu ha I say can you create juma 27,000 and me say okay ti wa he. And am be say I say so coasters and I say coasters who didn't pay for coasters. Coastal di nam say bio akukofunu a di ba.
Akufos the cancer. Spare pass.
Nipa he na ejuma o coastal. Last one no in the campaign no. Obo juma o one onim. He mentioned coastals about 10. One bo company be apart from coastal.
Obo coastals ni din obo miensa.
Okay, miensa.
And I will be some steel factory no. E be ta for nipa be. But steel factory na nya ejuma. It's a mess.
My own say rubber factory be amount for rubber factory called North Industrial Area. Na rubber factory to do so pa. Where 24-hour economy crap. Cover any power malfa wo. If you take the whole of North Industrial Area, factories na workers na when you na or do 7,000.
So person can per list no. I think say me per list no.
Me ma bisa. Say me na me say man can say man.
Lawyer how? Say
bisa me pa.
Say lawyer how? And also nipa 7,000. Say what's the money say say. Wow kan una be prove. Say what's your nan no.
You know you know Freddy saying anti money laundering.
Correct. Who na say prove be on your sikafi. Who na say 7,000. Yeah be can say ye nyemi.
Enya no kwa.
It is say no. Na so be prove change say. Oh. Me what coastal for nipa number say me was an entity me can't nipa 7,000 no enuni what you say
yes
because I have
no money companies say what Ghana nyina workers are na adwuma wo
I have no do oh go on there any boss go on there any boss we there me say o ka kwesi tuma se ma na bia you fit down to answer so ko wako maybe obe could be a better no
I want for say the bonnet or the multimedia now
and I page my for if you on your media
on say baby now we adwuma no omo pedi bonnet
well be for the first time I disagree with Alaji on scrapping the office of OSP even if he's charged even if he's changed the lives of Samuel Darko and other people who believe in his Aide may still continue. Okay, with the Prof. Kiwana at the Bible.
What that comes on, you can say for the first time I disagree with Okriku Monty for saying that the man doesn't have 7,000.
So you are right. Just that was it. Timbamia for no idea.
Pass and know the topic we have. I said it here many times. Maybe I sister will say 7,000 MPP people now and now even Baumia's camp. they should challenge the man to produce. Mama now broadcast always I have 7,000 workers. Do you know 7,000 workers?
Hajia, I got someone about you.
Obviously, we have all left home. Obviously, we have all left home. So even now, if they are playing Dredges on Movement TV, I'll still watch it. Anyway.
Okay, so I feel remember what topic no so.
Okay.
We did be boom.
Me da was a pa.
Yes, me.
And then Alaji,
My favorite topic, you know, the by 7,000 tron.
OSP.
Yes.
When you say a few months ago, Lawyer Martin Pibu. How can I start my high? By this time, Babana TV trading. Now my head news file.
Key points.
It's Misha. Now he TV trade. Now my hair Samson. Lawyer Martin Pibu, Segana, I am dead. Now who needs Kampa? Akufo-Addo, Ed Gagi, Yenina. I'm not saying, but he say the environment is free. Ghana, I'm telling you.
yeah, on your Gagi.
Now what do I want to tell somebody? Okay,
oh yeah, President Akufo-Addo, Vice President Baumia, any of Riata.
oh, do you have your President Akufo-Addo?
So yeah,
a plan of transfer Kenya say. What I say? Now say across some can say that Baumia doing the president. Now Ghana is not ready to vote for Obia where this 60 years plus.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Yes, in the Amantiano.
Okay, now Ghana is ready for young people. Now Martin Pebu, I think that okay, who's the lawyers? They are not used to research.
Hey,
Business is fun. They pay research them. Lawyers they bring into
they research into the law.
Yes.
And yet data.
data.
It's young business when they pay data numbers because you know target 70.
Target.
It's young say in his mind he alone has 1,000 votes.
And
because why he said an authority of the kind say or no Neka. And Muti and Nikasa or Takasa like authority for the whole country.
Yeah.
It's the end say Obi say Ghana Aide. There's freedom, there's peace. We need to cry. This is the kind of environment we are looking for.
Fresh air.
So it means that Nakosui, this is what he bargained for.
yes, he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
What you say?
Yes, he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
No number upon Krumaka this week of Parliament.
And I my boy.
Oh no, Nina for phone. They say I can't intend to see. You scrap it OSP. OSP no crowd it because I can't. Lawyer Martin Pibu. I personally feel that Lawyer Martin Pibu Kasane ya doso. Ampa.
Oh yes. Oh kasa hunu.
Topic biya he has to say. Me sure say ko kan Lumba say me ko say.
Obenya.
Yes.
Lumba asem. Oka menstrual hygiene cry o.
Me da say obe check pad do heavy flow ni
Yeah. Wow. Onipa o yes sir. Yes. So o yes sir, o di bim kra I say oh we dey. Ebia who say the value some of us placed on him as law student are so no the bail. Mama bail. Because they'll teach you in school bail case. Martin Pebu. It's value and obi abeshani case via school no. Somehow you see him in a particular light. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no, you respect him.
Yeah.
But the person me tear now say Papa, they respect him. Let you know something happen so.
Say you were one off case you be would to me do.
It's a crime. I plan to be at what actually I may be judging me.
Yes, case ne be ne mfanko.
Yeah.
When you back who
I'm be will be. They say I be they know.
And gift in so obi. Ena Franka Jechu.
Franka Jechu den de edame ne ko ho se sa da no. Ye de sa asem be kokot na me nya ne wo.
Franka Jechu me ya Jechu.
Ye ne Jechu ma. Oh yeah. Me I know the history. Me ne nya ne wo statesman.
Nearly two.
That no. Hey one that no ye news editor. Ewo statesman newspaper. That means me a reporter wo. Me so I know this.
No, it's a cover editor.
Oh yes. Of answer na Kobra man kwa be take over.
Oh, but this OT yeah, friend me why Frank.
Okay. Yanko.
Riakuto. Upumpo law student bi Riakuto fundamental human rights. Eti because of that case yenya ka bia na ya great minister a great minister so he played the family gets this react nti mi ni haje be pe bi ati tisa me ese ma sa bi da Akufo ni
Abubakar
wait ni who train call school President Akufo-Addo din our Akufo-Addo wanted that
na only in recent years nipa on so anya case ni bebre pa Richard the last guy
yes
I'm not surprised. Richard the last guy was also trained at Statesman newspaper. So I know where that is also coming from. Yes.
And TTB.
Yo, of course.
So
say the boss make up.
You. To become a so say for a person of that stature. Yehuna nsa. Ora no. Nyama ni bia or the achire no ho. I feel say maybe last time me ko di me can say one person a me ndu baby a be say me te so no. Politics na bia ebe say me is abedi pele.
Yes.
Abedi pele life here me fe. What me can tell you?
Yeah, what kind?
Yes. Me fe. The way I born the ball, nyama achieve for himself in Ghana. After that, nyama FIFA no akwa lobby ama near the Yaba South Africa World Cup. I played the pivotal role in the World Cup in South Africa. And look at how Russian and Mano. The Manos how they've carried themselves. Udu baby, that's how President Akufo-Addo Kotenefi ding. Uka setian otio ding. What in the baby? President Akufo ayefe. Na Ramatin Pubu. Kasano.
Also 60
Obi for this 60 years today. And is a man the president.
Also be our 60 over.
Okay, also my about me ade yempan biem na.
And the way your president one in nipa age ne.
No no dey na chi say. Yes. So make us work asa bebre na refill hu. When it bebre am odwan machi. Yeah. Ni refill hu. Say papa na. And also ham so bibi say no say I President Mahama will be the last person that we are going to tolerate for. Yes.
Can we?
We are hina in this. Some now we are going to tolerate. We are hina. So fine. For the sake of lawyers, no hani students in Suntino. Fundamental human rights in Suntino. I feel seminia what else no? Kisi.
Ajabin.
Yes. I feel seminia kisi nso. Oya yo no kwa.
No kwa wo se de kakra o.
Minim.
Ampa o kind of marriage. O no.
Just that this suit ni bi. What's a bespoke? Just say me ko pay bi.
What dim.
And I mean so mento ankwa no ma.
Sa ba ankwa so nim anyum no.
Oh, brother, say ko fosu. In fact make am for it.
Ono no dia kwa so.
Oh, ono kan ya dokro. O man de de kra abo afore ama no. O man no afore be no de no boy. Wey.
Oya ye onokwa.
O gini mu.
One say adi we no. Esromra, national ethics. One say papa ye anu also. Or can see me far who say win you. You must be tactful. When you are dealing with such a person. And what check will be say Martin Kubwa on Paba.
Hey, why stop on?
Yes. Because of person in the crowd they fan
Sir.
Tell us when you tiny nifi.
Na wa hu ba ko omo koye demonstration wo OSP ni mo
O say atare ni chane nya fi.
Nifi.
Be dey off balance.
That color blocking. Wo so be koye demonstration wo ni mo mo. Obi a nkoma te people go jira na chi. O support.
Yes. Yeah. On also say papa bi aka cha ni to be we.
Can you imagine?
It is for such a person. And say we say ope. It is discussing in our pray and then money more. It is I was say Uka odwin hu kwachi say papa we say we. And where he finds himself now, when I used to produce music actively, the musicians in me reply, do you know why? You have made the musician a star.
Yes.
So the public will support the star against you. Although you made the investment.
Yes.
It's a do wrong. Even if Kiseja bin dibima obidifo. The public will support Martin Pebu. Kokisi waye. If both sides of the party for government, minority, majority, for this whole year, I'm sorry about my album. this whole year.
Yes.
Bacho edamitia de wo TikTok na yesi sekadero halma ko bes ko do bi nya ko draka yesi ade a MPP ni NDC for etimi aka bom aye ya dede ama ipo ameka kire
Okay.
Ehuma na obi say Honorable Kene Japan cold stores no was nimbi was say I know most of his biggest cold stores outlets are for rent, so the workers there do not directly work under him. And wabobidi was saying na they are renting kofo and the kofo na afa nipa e wo holoma wo de aba me obi so the list be abreme na about 16 companies na me so 16 ko hwem newspaper ko mpo national wo ka wo no newspaper bi
and also kan
ho o ni na di ni wom it mesrend the nya adwuma bi mtini na ya mo nkɔhwɛ
one newspaper me so me what 3 companies under a newspaper
ma kwacho for anusi a
sa to be kin here all say nkofo interest pa
ko pa
yes
man ne me was kan ka me bi ama you are made my day
skade will be
I dey we ma kan I don't know why about me team or no so among this intro o mama na first is among Oko Street is one na creative juma as if he say your friends and Rollins Orban no or companies and buy Kufo now companies are in our buy. I wish say Kufo the president Kufo did not create jobs. Mills for some mills Orban companies are in or one creative jobs. Now do Danko Akufo-Addo no companies is saying
no
creative jobs
or law firm.
So must you be a businessman before you create jobs?
Honorable.
Now creating
yeah, my call about
throw it. Say them yeah, the
point. Okay, that be my person be hang it. Tiffy Holman na men call about fatwa.
Okay. The Ramonata. We know.
Them boy, you know.
Yes, now boy, you know. It's rather unfortunate. You know, I say date be you know can we?
Aye,
correct. Me besides I say.
Okay.
I wanted to see say a campaign timer. It's obvious before election.
Before election
campaign move. Good. Last week also me can say we must be careful with our campaign promises.
Yes.
Both parties.
Okay. Wait, I say we.
Yes.
OSP way.
Yes, OSP way na me can say. Because even the OSP, my Mr. Sam say, all I was in German na me in German no. Me nim where I stand. But Mr. say see as OSP case be anywhere office there no me.
Office no.
Yo.
Oh, so office in there me wo my prescriber yi bi am wo mo omo fa lawyers no enko attorney general's office no mo fa be ko strat no mo fa be so nko CID so mo law legal department ho lo mo and investigators no NIB ene yoku omo fa mo nko ho lo mo na office no omo emma e bi attorney general for kakra bi enko ho ene legal aid for
na make can say if you have to stay if you have to keep lawyer for not saying stay in his business. You have to keep the office.
Yes.
The school of thought that says we should keep the office. If we keep it, now same be anywhere. Then you want on me.
I said the idea they be a problem.
That is why sometimes they must manufacture some stay relevant.
Medasi.
What's what I say more? Say.
What my quote?
I say one kind. You probably be adjourned.
That would my quote. Mark penalty. My dreams. I say no. That my quote. What me dream? Who say? We manage musicians for years. Who's a musician? One man. Omu create idea bi na aba. Marky. So industrial secret. Where you are?
Yes, sir.
Relevance will not be there.
Because 10 years I say
yes.
And yes, our office needs work. Eti say she knew what
the money binka.
She knew
binka.
That office needs work. So I think that it is important say lawyer be boy. And I noticed that last week can I say they overlap.
Yes.
Bonso you say oh na kese o na ewe ma me nti wa anye nti na me nye ewe. Eti yeah lost for the Ministry of Tourism here. Oh, a lot of Ejumano, they are fighting.
Yeah.
There's a creative art department or commission on culture. Yet we have the creative art agency. If you look at the creative art law, film room, you are your national as the regulator of film.
Yes.
No, your national film authority.
Yes.
They are overlapping. Because Attorney General for Brana, they don't often look at other unity.
Yes.
That is why conflict. Oh, we mono. It's a lawyer from the more.
Yankee Cambom.
Fine balance so that how I do it if you to Yanko Haja so
case way there why we in
number say I can't 1 hour but thank you the number some Peter 1 hour need the bed then me what topic
me easy there no menche bibi kakra I petition no mo dey akon
okay
in fact
MPP there so
I be can be no waka ayi da nti the ma wa na
the be can MPP
hwe
yes I say no me wie yo 7,000
how do and why
let's be 7,000 be opa nyamba Monday
MPP matters
of course yes of course with marker young computer
electoral commission and our commissioners 3 ye dey petition call say you new omode say minister boss kakra say NDC agenda dada omo ka say omo ba omo be yi omo into omo ba ye na January no start say omo the petition eko but that time no mfi say chief justice owo at the time no onso so nsem bia na omo keka no so into oman forward and they matter say most of the things are because baako a petition ni baako o madam fo petitioner no baako bi okay no so na mfo bi o bi say a group
omo
na bi tie
baako na e wo yo ko tete
oh awudi ya no ya twam twaso positive transparency and accountability
yoko boss na Peter
na dafo pa ni
papa madam fo no
but some of us are former friends
group B the form positive transparency and accountability movement madam fo eka omo ye nipa 3 ba ku bi owom oh Rashid Isa me ne kwa sorry
na wadafo bi so do Bank of Ghana na ye che no ho
yeah me ne kwa sorry
Rashid Isa
no enye Muslim or not man
Ahmed Ibrahim
and say Collins Dauda
na Collins ye Muslim
and Collins say Collins te ko focus wo nye kremoni but ye English name enye Christian name Collins no
na ensem na o matrotro ba ku bi a aticho ede call ye say yenyi isi apalu ayareho hwe baako o say lack of transparency and accountability the EC chair under her leadership has been plagued by numerous instances of malfeasance including the mismanagement of election results and issues surrounding missing equipment. These actions have eroded public trust in the electoral process. Electoral commissioner hwe baako o say inability to declare election results on time. The EC's failure to declare election results promptly has led to widespread confusion and unrest.
Which election results?
This delay is unprecedented and unacceptable in a democratic society. Is electoral commission.
Before after 2020 12 election.
Time when you are like
we have after 2020
election related violence. During the tenure of the Mensa and her deputies, Ghana recorded deaths and during elections, a tragic first in our nation's history. This is a clear indication of their inability to manage the electoral process effectively and ensure the safety of citizens.
Peter, once you continue reading this,
then what the man what they build the
said you already here in our rubbish.
The ambassador say, in fact, Madam Ford, no, been in a nikun. Now, a continue mutu and yes, Emra and support it. Indeed, judicial service war Emra support to that. And your Munkwan and any partner, and I say, Nihuni, who can hear to quine. And Nipana Utia, sir, a cano.
On the day I am beside
Misanere, on no moma, this kind of man or no two quine by and no.
A big car or the sun by any moment.
Yes, I am born. It's just a next time no quest can be mad.
No, new one by so to quine.
Oh, I would do. Nabutre.
Okay.
All of our just say,
come on. And what's about the 31st year in I am Kpandai chain. Obatin sema ebe koso. O de papa bi ayesu no top radio ha baby. Or say no woman young men afutu. Or say pray for long life. Let's say nkwa wo ho pa obehu ni o ma na abetin sem. That's right. Nti twen after 31st alaji.
I say ye
obehu ni o ma na ye betin sem. Ti nya botre.
Yo.
Nya botre.
So me am say asem pi.
That's am bebre o. Hwe me na mfo ne de no. Omo say ba kwa omo de akọ. The procurement of a new biometric voter device and the compilation of a new voters register before the 2020 elections caused significant financial loss to the state. The expenditure amounting to millions of taxpayers' dollars was unnecessary as the 2020 voter register and biometric devices were robust and fit for the purpose.
A dozen, 70 dozen. Until we point in the same.
My point in the same issues are raising some person omudi koyi maame and any deputies nedino. Sabi. And tasum now it doesn't make sense. They been making kind of ceremony. Now him, you see no mono. And this is for set to omo trap no muto. With Ablekumanoff.
Oh, you're not there.
I'm set to omo trap because no mo poma omo dada. Do sure Ablekumanoff. A buy na omo issue statement say NDC urges rerun of Ablekumanoff parliamentary election. June 2nd.
Okay.
No more say electoral commissioners no betoma because already no now already can issue statement. Ako parliament.
Yes, parliament.
Ako argue say Ablekumanoff ni wie
na rerun the last resort.
They didn't say. They said there is no way.
Also, they are waiting for the Ghana police.
Let me give you some guidance on that Ablekumanoff election. So unim say bra no mu kan abana ewie ya na say omuko collation no school bi mu na ye hu so omukeja
o masi ho
enti omushi na yes ania ma ni na ewie no na ekafie wo ne pen sheets isi for no so obi NDC for no so obi ba fe they were in limbo obi name the next action yes o muteki enti ekafie echo high courts or the mandamus application echo high court say high court n share easy no mon kan ne aka no and NDC for no so makan ya we near declare enti no they will not allow the EC to do the counting collation but what I say enti no eno no mo court a omo esa be fa echebeka say e wo mu say na edigi wo court honom he made statement but he made this as a friend of the courts but because they did not allow them to file an affidavit in opposition and a court need to mu say there because other people are interested no you cannot use an ex parte application to get that mandamus order from the court so they should open up and allow the NDC to join.
Yes.
And one NDC for non so far so any application for prohibition any injunction too easy so say election normal we near we are declare bibia so they were not going to also allow the EC but
yes
to do the recording and do any counting again so that is guidance I'm a person the man more joining all the other cases Tema Central
yes
we know for all the places are not mumping ma EC in we or the application coin.
Yes, Minister, you are right. In fact, almost statement issue January now.
Statement.
Easy.
Okay.
Almost statement ni na. And now almost chere anyamon sema NDC organizer call mo office wo nupenu ekoye ni nyina eno but eno achire no. Uru asrebo. Is a director of training or electoral commission.
Sibo Kweku. Doctor.
Yes, doctor. Yeah. Hey, man found a doctor. Yes. Oni nsem chofo di nkomo after say mandamus court yini nyina wie ne say omo may or say the commission we are still engaging with the police. I'm quoting him. And we believe that the issue of Ablekumanoff will soon be resolved. At least 2 weeks time. They are supposed to provide us with protection to complete the process. Unfortunately, when our team visited, they did not meet the IGP. My understanding is that the IGP will be briefed upon his return so that we can engage with them and determine a time to complete the process. What is left is 3 polling stations. In fact, Okotu and you almost I call Parliament House.
Yes.
I would do lecturer.
Why?
Dr.
Bosman, I miss my lecturer, I don't know.
I call Parliament House of Records. So Oma compile BBA I got 3 polling station. Results pet. And I was say Omo etnase no mo kan wasem no mo here protection to complete the process. And it's okay, so 3 no kwa na in dispute. Na say and this for theater because now there's no more compiling in now and this for theater. I got 3 polling stations. Why not go and rerun the 3 polling stations? Now because somewhere June NDC for bufu said no I'm pene. Issue statement say yeah running the whole constituency no. EC fell into that. They abandoned their 3 polling station and now polling station results and now also mukoye you know. No I'm saying rerun for 19 or 13 polling stations. But even the 19 there was one particular one and the very disputed one. Nenka the 19 because NDC for say yenkoye ninti and EC say you yes amasa and omkoye chin oba kunafo ne seat agefri nsem do yes me say NDC for yes omepamo EC in officer I will support me kabi na the mechanic say na kupon kra na ede etu omuka because on the face of it you know the beard and that say omunim say a win na ka trepe and it's for some pene June no issue statement say easy munko run the whole constituency and I minim emra easy e gina so accord the up to now they never issued a statement on why they did that up to now and omukoye coaching team nsa koji tu koye sa na so kire bi NDC for him now I was me call ye base wo omo say say ya ka say omo ye incompetent mo say ye boa hwe Ablikman North a clear case
ade ye me nsa
now him I will not be surprised say Ablikman North
will be part of the petition
Odi obe hwe say the other 4 me 3 penal other 4 no
it was a trap
ebepie now obe say Ablikman North will be part of the petition nyoma omu raise against the electoral commission ne ko basa me ebe me dempo
when they call me
me come minister ho na
minister question
okay
so azana yi na o kan no dey account
okay
lawyer are you not sure that that article here wo ha prima facie we are abusing it prima facie because me pa chichiri bi ama wo nam dia prima facie.
It comes back to Asema na Meka
earlier
mesro enema bia magana. It's good to know things that sometimes over appreciate situation and say we need a lot of facts and I'm why helpless because one will say we enye book asem na enye law asem but one ne wuni muno ne ya detete wono ya ko school say be wopane be ye medicine na be wopane no wa school na wie na fe won say there be say ade na ye say de AI ne robots bi na be na ade na ma wokra why confused say na bebre ya esua nyina na ye de the crux of the matter ne say constitution no emma obia obia or the power to exercise discretion under law, the obligation not to exercise that discretion capriciously and I say won't use the discretion not to intimidate somebody. But we have an era whereby political space is so polarized. In Tiaban there is that desire to fall over each other just to please the new administration so that I will not be touched. Pacho would tell me even constitutional bodies, security agencies, your friend is saying independent bodies, bodies established by an act of parliament. Ebina na woka wasem na missing afe na matewase. Asem when you cry so prosecute to obina abanu who say waye bibi because baby to say OSP. One year press conference no or can near my boss said the previous government yentin won't mean na juma maybe OSP me name the office baby me share na ho. So are you getting the point? meko Google map na dem beko. But the way they will make the thing happen, I see Sana President Akufo-Addo ekita kenji na omoso in the face of more resources or more funding media. But the moment a new administration comes, as a abeye some Ghanaians mentality say I have to run everybody in the previous administration under the bus just to create a semblance of na your mo na me no mo ye adwuma na nso na nya me de na me nka. But if you do that, and so it will come back to bite you, because what is happening under this administration is that they want to totally wipe off the legacy of the previous administration, previous government, everything. They want to wipe it off. Because what I'm seeing now with the first budget and second budget, which will take us into half of the 4-year term of the president, meye bibia nsi wa wo hwe ni mu behwe o 24-hour economy no sika ni bi no mde akoto jet no ye metete electricity so ma. Are you getting the picture? So these prosecutions near the is keeping the Ghanaian media busy. It's keeping us busy. They be at Sanya Okana, Yachichiri be to play to so one of our prima facie and 4 be at the end establishing prima facie. Menu Unati Haying baby Adia Neko. Say obi a won see law school that on see court to them that yenim outcome ne dada because politics are not dogs. Are you getting the
script?
You don't have to read the petition. You don't have to hear the other side. And soon baby ade neko. Not just say ya say wa bibi anyho e besa channel. But that is the thing I'm say a very dangerous for this country. If there is any leader, president or government that is seeking to consolidate all the arms of governments, to the extent that they will not give room for dissent, it's a suicide mission.
That's what we're heading towards.
Because Obiba or no so be wiping slate in the clean. Yeah, say about to shad boss. One I didn't sakano.
One put the appointing after John Hammer lose elections.
I'm making.
One of the oral bosses.
And we established the office of the special prosecutor at the time. Nani pa be break us I don't know President Akufo-Addo one ko for NPP ni for Martina Midu. The thinking at the time, the president was not looking for a yes sir massa kind of special prosecutor. Yes, a prosecute corruption cases, dedicated the office to do the investigation and prosecute. He was not looking for friends. He was looking for someone who will not be obliged to say such and can be a he was not looking for someone who will protect NPP appointees. But and I don't think in the current dispensation Ghana or under the Fourth Republic, who will have the balls to take such an initiative and say I'm establishing an office to prosecute corruption allegations. I don't want my party member. I don't want someone I'm going to control. And so it is sad.
Because what you just said, it is hard because I see the NDC people saying that we're explaining the President Akufo-Addo to fight opponents.
Yes.
And on the first special prosecutor.
Yes. That's what they're saying.
The purpose fighting with them, so
yes,
Martin will come
and fight them. Yet, Minya Kishi, NDC ni men are fighting.
Why?
If it is true, if it is true, NDC for
he's always announcing his presence. Said the kind, no. I can amount a video be at just about 30 seconds. Chami two, Boma Missy na me fa entwame nkombo isu myself say I ready. Moment
expected to perform national security. No, at the time, the situation is different now. National Signals Bureau. No, at the time, the situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau. 0. At the time, the situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves, and we were being expected to perform national security. No, at the time, the situation is different now. National Signals Bureau. No, at the time, the situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau. 0. At the time, the situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves, and we were being expected to perform national security. No, at the time, the situation is different now. National Signals Bureau, no, at the time, the situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau, zero. At the time, the situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves. And
all right. Video kita mbo ni baby base FM. Na Akufo-Addo baby wo bia Yakopon mo na kokudru na wanu no ho wo decisions bibi as a leader there. We take decisions but holma with hindsight no awe de maybe I got it wrong kakra because we nipa but say nipa no sabet TV so abeka say and that the previous government and just na Akufo-Addo eti office no for no kise jaben e no san che ne segu nachi say National Signals Bureau no now omomuaye national security no omomuaye we no police omomuaye but say die ayina ye different cry metro me sa no mo ba me sa no mo ba na I'm wondering if say kise jabe betime hye na Akufo-Addo no wa hwede ni machia na so time hwede ni machia no pa dia and na bia na heaven we be na hell na ewa haye
no e
no ni conscience ya na mpenifu ka se ye hwe obi edne ko hwe de Peter Busa ben mame ye so obi true sa de ko hwe enkwa enfani ko hwe radio with the Akufo-Addo with national ma kata no so the concrete guso iron rods kise jaben
President Akufo-Addo nyankopon beki
uyo nungasi ni papa go no
adai
sa be ya obu obre but about me be ba kompo obu sese ni
sa
ai
na we am say wa be tell me correct no
ukra bebe 5 bi
wa master kwa we so some because maybe then me were plethora of them I will meet him it's
anyway that's 7,000 jobs no ka
na we do
7,000 jobs no yeah minus 1
we the memory
6,999
me ni na yi se me ka ho asem but
menya itua Solomon Asu ono so
o so no yi na di da Solomon Asu me
7,000 ono so
o yi na di
aka 6,999
yo mudia mo asem bebo na OSP chimi de bi me de romuni na mkroma ne yes we will kwa shul mas wo hol mudia na o ba retirement ye nkochia no
as Mr. P
yes na Akufo-Addo tini ye nkochia nti me ne Peter me ne de romuni da sebre ye busa yes wo ne se ne ye fa nkochia no eti akoye di wakakra bia anu but were you not recently arrested by the OSP? And I said, no, yeah, but I had traveled. I wanted to find out. So, what was your offense? And I'm a kind. To me, kind, you know, and Akufo-Addo we lead a broso because you will be at home and call best press BB. But when you're a bit indifferent, at what kind you had to say, but does his mother cover that?
Simple question.
That's what you know. The mandate today anyway. So you say it's okay. You wanna get no gas will be in the new office. I am man you need come. Fata. Say Sasiko fancy. There's a new leader. There's a new sheriff in town. And untino menye and name be honestly speaking. Me I can make my kebiyama a friend say message mensa. The mechanic be my bit you Mahama Aide. Nanso no I can make my support but that a yino moko ye ablikuma de no 3 to 19 de now menya hwemi nim ni pa mo be da hu ma me ne mo boss yi ne di it was an eye service me I'm indifferent
you're indifferent
I care less
you go bo amenje remember
I care less
am I here say if external body an independent body na obi betima for so ama wa sema waka on record through your press statement,
yes, I remember
parliament
that matter, yes.
and press conferences,
yes.
to change.
And look, I said court to my order B. And the court
order said they should go and get
yes. And also omo train Audu Adamfo at the time IGP no.
Omo throw letter come IGP dampare.
So omo
here security protection. IGP catch up say omo ntimi. Et when me can say IGP say IGP because omo ntimi and provide security protection to electoral commission there and he doesn't deserve a salary. But the person they go some message mention anything they say senka IGP that time provide security ma omo ko declare results na.
Yes.
Would they have been right or wrong? Which results were they going to declare?
So my point is say an external body to me influence o.
Ade.
Am I want to sound adwen ekoye rerun of 19 polling stations. Eyi bakura na ye in this
influence and manipulation.
Both.
So
both.
It means that your continuous stay across your problem.
Influence manipulation. Young quite.
Are you not looking at what they say? Are you not looking at the bigger picture? Let me tell why I see the bigger picture.
Okay.
The bigger picture is that you encourage you based on mommy fancy why I'm from Sokra with her team. Okay. Now say ye no achia. Ne penny say abuse of Nambisa a lawyer prima facie. We also know case prima facie. You are
election results in 10
I want to encourage him say gradually President Ibiaba age so nonly prosecutor claim ko for nyina CJ McLean EC McLean nani fear no can say or one no as say wapaban I'm going to join her.
Oh Debbie, you have to join her because as we can Opa yanko hwe
I'm telling you see am tell you so much me no mama me be
maybe slow
me say me tell you me mama me be 100,000 millions of me can you know 100,000 but you pay me me go
that would the musicians remember musicians now what produce more than that no ade afate kan no awu say abudu so no susuru ola mo show fate dey eventually will give up it doesn't mean say Ghana enye nyesa no woche abudu so no susuru me susuru na me yansan ko back to Professor Henry Chamensa Bonsu omo ruling ba ko bi na case I say it's about Chief Justice ye ma me trust him bi was say mami just make was say the ekwan e fa so eyi Chief Justice we die no yeah one the highlighted arm of government head no ekwan fa say I so simple say ube to class prefect kwempo no easier was say so be you class prefect die wo classroom no no din chance say wo yi Chief Justice di e wo Ghana as me nyehu
it is the encourage eyi so based on mammy from so why am okay and intelligence in our support already say minority in a yako say yeah one OSP must go it is asanko one Jimensa must go hey you know na hwe kuru ayi once na nkobule kuru mo
yeah you see the okana no clear but in the name ka say na ehun say can you imagine say e bia ye be national elections na bia decision bia aba normal take na say NDC for omo to trust me omo nya omo adwen so omo ba be jai e start so me dey because initially no nipenu na a match call EC office or cost stop omo through the tax no and omo be issue sa statement on June no and omo to gitum
ayako
okay now go on finally the arguments are a lot of lawyers at the bar no more argue in favor of the former CJ and they say yes say wako Council of State among my established say there is a case to answer or discretion no to either suspend her or not, but here can we say let us establish a threshold.
Yes,
we need a threshold say a day na wo be ya e bedru cap no e hin necessary ye madru e beka say we there no turning back, you have to go. We don't have that. Say uye na obi the petition ba so agu na ni chie kra yes ni e obekwa kwotena fi
no by the side no so can remove of chief justice in the state of infirmity you ma chechirim stated misdemeanor ni side man
na misbehavior no make us misbehavior one and chibuo kura obu obi obetwra ba obi si amano transfer no abase misbehavior obi si interdict no na me tie interview be with one gentleman from Central Region EC office or one of the petitioners. I was here interdicting, and somehow can you now make a police station executive and it doesn't even make sense. But this guy has become emboldened because threshold the be new Obia Betro Bibi Kakraba, and in the name of the president is just a conveyor belt, he must forward it to the Chief Justice. And when I was listening to the gentleman's interview with Umaru Sanda, something profound hits me. Okache me say, when the president refers the matter to the CEJ and when they constitute the committee, this guy is so sure that something is going to happen.
So he's part of them. He knows the script.
Are you getting the thing? He's overconfident. Says Bibi, I said Bibi Besi, and I was like, hey. And to onim answer onim outcome or kasati send your onim humility and be
his level of position in the issue. And I say fear because kind of kakrase that him paying for the daily. And the say obia keke what chichi adibia also in the Vega is a misbehavior or whatever. And I also
Minister,
I'm saying careful.
Matthias, by Minister TV, the entire why emboldened and say, Osha Daniel Furi, ni petition on the command in paragraph 5 and 6. One provide evidence be
no nothing.
Or not in paragraph 5 and 6. Yes. Or say it is before the committee appointed by the president that the allegation of misbehavior and incompetence that we state and outline in this petition against the Chief Justice must be proved by evidence. No other contest for proof of the allegation other than the committee is provided for the Constitution. The petition is therefore not the place to try to offer evidence of the misbehavior and incompetence that we put forward against the Chief Justice.
And so it is based on this, so my established prima facie.
And you are so bad now because the President Mahama Jina so
okay.
They are establishing the prima facie case.
You know the
but the petition will offer evidence via
Constitution for so a day like this. And until Article 298, the use of discretionary powers,
296.
296.
And then
you'll be on the debate.
Starting the discussion. You see,
you are somewhere in the pool.
Mr. Law, we may be paid. Buffonti. Oh, yes. Mr. Medjibay to say, dear Yanomo Yebi. Peter.
Yes.
Sadly, Munyana Marpin to say, I didn't script in opposition, and I acting.
Yeah.
Until I deal with a year, they will fall. Whether it's about 19 police stations a year, but we'll come there. Now we'll have prima facie. Some prima facie case against a CAA Tokonu. When I decided, say. When I decided, say they say prima facie case.
It's President Mahama.
Oh no, it cannot be. Council of State, advisory.
Yes.
It is a precedent, even though it's not stated clearly in the Constitution.
Yes.
What precedent?
That is 146.
That is why President Akufo-Addo, in fact, from all presidents except John Mahama, they've been petitions against CJ from Rawlings's time. Okay, say
as you want to say, in fairness,
yes,
and your president, Obaka said, and no, it take a decision.
On one, I take that.
But finally, it is his call.
It is he determined it.
Okay,
that in fact, true. He begins it and then ends it.
Yes.
Because I don't know, in the case of High Court, so it's 145 as I say. High Court for the judges,
146.
You're not the Chief Justice.
146.
You're not the Chief Justice.
We 146 no.
146.
And then you know 146.
EC appointee EC has the same qualification with Court of Appeal. And the deputies as High Court.
Let me catch Chief Justice.
Also, 146.
But
who to determine prima facie case near
in the case of high court DM
I know the CJ na determine
and then the case of CJ so
I know the president
yes I establishing
but there's a problem
uh-huh.
As somewhere I see you know make so many platforms including here CJ ni ye no it was a conspiracy between the judiciary itself, the head of a judiciary, Supreme Court itself, and the presidency.
Yes.
Why do I say so? Sick mami we in the case in the now court. Say ya say ya bogu ye.
Aye.
The entire may be say article 1296 no. Say okay 9296 C, where the person or authority is not a judge. That is where the mommy started from 296. Man, share my glasses. Reading glasses. Where in this constitution or in any other law, discretionary power is vested in any person or authority. That discretionary power shall be deemed to apply a duty to be fair and candid. B. The exercise of discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased either by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike, and shall be in accordance with the due process of law. And C, importantly, where the person or authority is not a judge or a judicial officer, there shall be published by constitutional instrument or statutory instrument regulations that are not inconsistent with the provisions of this constitution or that other law to govern the exercise of this discretionary power. Until I may be say President Mama or a judge. A lawyer over her, so a judicial officer. He determined the prima facie case. Where is the constitutional instrument or the by to determine the discretionary power? As some way, I'm Supreme Court. What was their decision on this matter? So, me can say a conspiracy to take the woman out or ADR. If the judiciary itself wanted to see the back of their leader,
that's suspicion there's always been there.
Then let's come to Mamu Jimensa and me lecture. Say,
two things I do review constitution in future. We must work on article.
That is why they said they want to work on after time my case war on you see the way you find you manu way yeah you libya
now fedo
they are protecting and I make
system nenye
and I make say if the constitution lawyer utie and I won't cancel and I make say if the constitution this constitution could not protect Justice Tokono why will somebody in your next government allow a CI or a CI or any act to save the
almighty constitution
could not save Tokono.
No, the constitution on by the review.
Don't worry. So Yamra CJ chief your friend saying
the EC boss EC no
and then the deputy. Sadia no money na map ni say a script. Until the AC no about no specifically when they said say police provide the security for them to collate the 3 police centers. I think on that part MPP, I don't know why, as you said, General, I don't know MPP are giving up. Because of the numbers in MPP are just giving up. And yes, sir, under that time, no, MPP was also in charge. But notwithstanding that, in fact, now me see it now. All my comments here now.
Don't what now?
No.
Because I'm making reference to say
because I want to be people to viewers to know say Asanwe Makada. And Yahana Meka say EC they should declare the results in their headquarters. At that time, no, they have every duty because look, declaration of results. When 2012. Jake, national chairman, then went to electoral committee to tell Afrajan to hold 2012.
No, 2018. So.
No, 2012. It was 2012. When before that's why before we went to the court. Afrajan say Fanko Court because there were discrepancies in it. On 2012 elections were held 2 days.
Yes.
Ghanaians will not. It's a petition and not a petition about.
Some polling stations in the second day.
No, the whole almost the whole of North election was done the second day.
And the same machine.
Yes, that was the first time you use
yeah.
Until sa election or 2 days now they elect until results in the buy no MPP saw a lot of discrepancies. Emma Omoka say Afrajan won't hold on because they had collated and said Afrajan said no, it is not his duty. Or no our results are about our collating. He was declaring. He declared the results. What did MPP do? MPP went to court. So when this matter came, EC did not even actually need security. No, if you go to EC, their new headquarters is highly protected, military for never. And I'm saying you didn't even need MPP and NDC agents to declare results. The law does not. After it's CI 127.
It's well now.
Very clear.
Now suspect saying.
Now me suspect say it was me person na ka bibi. Me now me can say the omuni no.
And me person go coffee. Me person you chill.
So okay, me so me say me so me copy.
Why never?
So I said it here. Isi no the omoye no. It is not law. Because the Constitution, any CI in CI 127 gives you the power to even declare results without agents. In fact,
protection.
And when you declare, nothing can happen. The remedy is election petition.
Moreover, Supreme Court, your court Supreme Court
2012.
Like I said,
it was in fact
it doesn't validate it.
And in fact, in the NDC Akumi case again, the Supreme Court stated that even when they declare the results and you are not happy with it, you cannot stop the candidate elect from being sworn in.
Yes.
You cannot impede any process. Your only remedy is to file a petition to challenge it.
Exactly. So certainly, you know, and I can say, look, EC didn't need IGP because IGP no election on Kahon. So if IGP say wasn't providing any security, there were military people at even today at EC headquarters. And I may say, invite the political parties to come. If they refuse to come, add the 3 polling centers, and declare the results. EC did not do this. This simple thing. You can make our platforms, we can other platforms. Nobody listened.
Council, they don't feel safe.
In Mr. Well protected. What money office or?
No,
but I like it. You see, to be fair to the EC, say old office one so not a security zone. Not military
they had moved to
okay. Old
security zone.
A security zone.
Yes.
Na car police for car be cramp but ebisi
yes.
At that time.
Yes.
But what kind of statement now in paragraph 3 or say an NDC organizer, regional organizer, Wadamfo. Yes. Led I don't be the public be answering madam. Okay, Richard Japan me so to say. I know so much for. I wrote it saying you Japan madam. How can that guy
actually Anthony the name madam.
Look that's what you are talking when you in fact that's what look well, yeah, socially he's a nice guy. Even though please. But men can't be madam for sir.
Leading party supporters invading the old head office of the commission and destroying properties of the commission, including furniture and louver blades. Some of the supporters also invaded premises of the new corporate head office of the commission on motor bicycles. They issued threats to the commission and the staff. This instilled fear in the staff and caused all staff members to flee because the environment had become unsafe as a result of the invasion. As a result of this,
you're not the free 3419.
Protection.
It's not true. Me say Saturday 3 polling centers, where they were even not going to declare it at their old office. No more armored office. Soldier for ne wo ko is here, soldier for ne wo. In fact, there's even a security office opposite them. They didn't declare. And now decided say the 19. They say they are moving from 3 to 19. No my dear. I have told you something. I don't want to say it on air, but when we go off air, I'll tell you because the Mimabekano.
I can't wait for us to go off air.
Yes, the Mimabekano. And no, Ebeboame. Nti ba me ka won off air emboame.
Mame so obi aka ne de awi. So obi anya bi.
Nti we de eye den on meko.
Aka 7 minutes.
Mame no me say eye den on meko prima facie. Why do you think petition first one the call here no? Say the call here. Papa no did to hold.
One fa nko.
How do I
President G. One say it was petition on this people.
Yeah.
President Mama was
one forward.
No person will chief justice
will not do their bidding.
Yes.
Say the omanya omunipa.
How do 1 minute internal matters?
On say
how do?
MPP matters.
1 minute. 1 minute. But your time as soon.
Me enepa me depa menia Mark. Wa boss mbia. Ma ba me campaign team omuntie. Unim. I said they should learn from NDC's internal contest when they were going for national election. Dear, I see no catch the year of Osampofo to that election. Almost Osampofo no dear were a nice man or a church elder. And all the way a billion tro or the goon so. Say papa no we no so anya national chairman. Yeah, but presidential candidates, aspirants, no one who say for example for Okabi.
Oh, my killing
because the man has killed him, and I cited this example. What you want say? Oh, DMB, or you say, or no, Nabewini, or no, he should not rock the boat until Ontana Homo be a tran tronguno so that also you're trying to go so as a party delegate, and as a moto tianoa. Now, about a candidate. May say you don't joke with those things when you are doing internal politics. Don't say mena me front run anti assembly who be out be no me ho na ma jemusa because it will go against you. And the maker said this 7,000 job I say papa we create enye no cry. And last say una say me bisa o liver Unilever and me bo companies be brew a year if you all of them no the omo workforce here say. And I'm sad away. Say that is what campaign message are. Even those who are not MP people are says I can't they so creative juma. Ntono na say big Ghana share sound creative juma. And I'm gonna say now President Akufo-Addo Aide juma you know oba no na one creative juma. Yeah, MP for ye juma or was he a businessman? Now Papa will to and I say many opinion or to or a businessman. So it is all about we a businessman now bet you create jobs so now businessman no know what the be juma on create your crowd workers only crowd also will be now way you use that to lead the party. Me say that cannot be so Mark it's something that you have brought up and it is not late for other contestants to pick it up and challenge this 7,000 workers now you can all crowd now can say only now can workforce no 7,000. Wow, what na he say unka.
It doesn't mean say before we are for BIC. Say be do me.
The person should prove it. Say the workforce here 7. Satra no 7,000.
Listen wa. Oman FM, Ash FM, the 2TV, Super Care Limited, Minadoro Ventures, Spice FM, National Newspaper, Gold
Newspaper good no.
Gold Coin Communication, almost real estate. Company. Gold Coin company so Gold Coin Communication.
Look, me say company all let's see na media company so let's say na and through one branch of multimedia or Papa way despite Peace FM.
Okay, remember 1 minute.
In contest in the MPP I new unfortunately we could not go into the constitutional amendments in the until next time but contest in the many mark kind no eastern region now vibe no ne pa
mame ko mark 1 minute
because of that there be no more say on be top up
enya hwe
na ehu aba e bi no mo so pa e wa eastern region also on be top up
it is looking good Sena Bekan last week said Dr. Baumia ni pe gu no ho kra most of eastern region it shows how no there how Islam is coming to take over whether it is gay whether then do ono de on te hwe ono de ono ne kofo na ne nam and bena wo bu a wo bre no so that about me bu
obu with ease
with chicken ease
na time ayi Martin Pebu ne ayi asemi west asemi be am say that about me campaign o kan say me o say Jomama ko ka chen so you incompetent Jomama fire no about me about me can be chen no so ka bi a chen no mama can be chen no so ka bi a chen am say anyway SP ni Martin Pebu we come to we
Let's kwa ya pension no
good business gone bad
oh yeah good business gone bad
and OSP can you not hear
what's it gone bad
good business gone bad
because Orafu na na omo na yi anya asem no
emuye
ayi Eastern is good
yes
and sana mini very makan alaji kind let's not get complacent until 31st January and numere by 5 p.m. Yeah, declare no memo bia mfa say na pokra su togum if at the moment you 60% cry yan yiri e hunya 80 ni hunu
yes me that's
it team baumia it is about time 7,000 agenda ye be
mo be demystify
yes yan probo yan hwet 7,000 wo because
any baby sure amount for JJ
will be the abase super kena me e wo mo na enya onabo kendia o di ni ba ko na nkase din aba well me the list am who oh so omo list am me hu and buy motive for the meantime with the nyefi oh there yeah honorable yankoi
now co-stars
Gordon
yes my
me dey me 1 minute no me the best meaning say aha
obuadia mane broso obuadia mane broso
meaning say na pay NPP for Ghana fana baby or magibra or mutie wa ha ebi nso hwe online mesrom nyame adoma 31st January omonkoto abanoma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
amen
asempa etia enye bebre bia na meka na Dr. Bawumia aya na omuso yepo the times that we are in yepo bi owo akokodro aspirants no obi eni ho owo akokodro esene Dr. Bawumia akokodro nye dede akokodro is standing in the face of difficulty 2012 election petition ekojina court no ne yekope mema no onu no yi nanim ensuo mu awiamu no gina NPP anim pinti sabe sa akokodro ya kakabensema Dr. Bawumia okọ Bank of Ghana koye adwuma up to deputy governor wansesa ahombrase ne da so ho wabedi vice president wansesa hwensesa no Bawumia na enim yesterday today will be the Bawumia of tomorrow entino if we have a leader we committed or steadfast consistent in humility in courage in the qualities ebeboa ama not only will we have a flag bearer but we'll have a president for the new patriotic party in Ghana in 2028 enya fe na ye ko sachira ye ko test waters akoto chacha mesre obi bia NPP ni bia yenko na yenko to abanoma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
medase akala me send ade bi mo ya na ade atoso aba misisi the bese Peter Yapon that maybe we see that be Peter Yapon 30 seconds
say MPP in sense something there me madika e be san ba bio na me madika kan so there MPP omo presumptive leader so presumptive NDC for na man popular okay enti enya dia ye be waste your time we bia
at every point in time and who is the presumptive leader
the sunsum no party no sunsum MPP dey people can say gubegu na MPP at every point in time bia omunim nipa omden be contest and it's obvious no omunim you speak to all the aspirants they know that the man to beat is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
Mati
they know
akala fatoso yenko nyame aduma